The dog days of summer came early this year, and with a lot more bite than bark. Soaring temperatures have sent residents from northern Idaho, as well as the deserts of Nevada, searching for relief from the uncommon heat. Most have tried to douse the fire at their favorite watering hole. However, for Matt and Brittany Keller, and Matt's father, Stephen, along with childhood friend Brooke Chase, their relief has come. Not from the shoreline in the shadow of the mountain peaks, but rather from the peaks themselves. Today, the service manager from Newgate Honda in Ogden is riding bikes instead of repairing them. Along with his favorite riding companions, they're in search of a respite from the sweltering temperatures.
It always is a joy to come up here and see the sights. Probably the single biggest thing is just being up here with Brittany, my wife, and my dad. They're probably, my two favorite riding partners.
This is what I call the top of the world right here. This is the pass between Boss Canyon and White's Canyon. And as a young boy, we used to trail sheep up this canyon.
Over the span of 5 decades, Stephen has seen a change in his everyday world, from the pace of life lived in the mountain meadows versus his hectic career in the auto industry. He has also observed the pace of recreation change too.
Of course, the only way we get up there then was either hike or ride a horse. We didn't come up on motorcycles.
And while some might tender the romantic notion that the old way is better, the Kellers would disagree.
The thing about a bike, you're going to see more territory and more country on one of these than you are any other mode of transportation. It makes everything so accessible.
I've gotten familiar with it a lot more in the last few years because of motorcycles and snowmobiles. It's just a place that is really special to me because it brings back so many fond memories, and it's just gorgeous country.
For Matt and his wife Brittany, the view from the peaks of Cache Valley are not made of childhood memories past, but rather the romantic promise that the hills hold.
The ridge line is gorgeous, the way that, the sky's so blue and then all the pine trees. And where we were just at, seeing all the valley, that was definitely neat. You feel like you're at the top of the world. And then I love to see all the wildflowers, and you can smell them. It's really nice.
This to me is one of the most, beautiful and special places in the world. But, has a lot of memories. I've been up here ever since I can remember.
This is our getaway. In fact, this is what we're doing for our anniversary.
Stephen Keller has lived among these mountaintops for most of his life, and he's seen this land move in and out of the crosshairs of environmental closure. Land access plans seem to get more and more restrictive with each passing year. It would be hard for them to see the mountains they have loved and tended to closed off to the majority of those who would use them to favor the recreation of a selected few.
It would be extremely difficult, and I have to say that already the Forest Service has eliminated or closed snowmobilers to a large percentage of this area, somewhere in the neighborhood of 55%. There's adequate area for people that want to fish, want to camp, want to hunt, want to ride four-wheelers, motorcycles, snowmobile in the winter, and so on. And I would hope that other people would have an opportunity to use it as well.
In the cool, soft, and fragrant breezes of the high mountain meadows, it's hard to focus on the future possibilities. For in this moment, the Kellers have found everything they could have hoped for.
I love this time of year, coming up in these meadows and the beautiful flowers, the fresh, clean air. You couldn't ask for something more beautiful.
You gain an appreciation for nature and all those kinds of things.
It just doesn't get any better than this.
From the landscape of the West, I'm Bob Welty.